Hey everyone, how you doing? It's John here. It is Monday, January 21st, 2008. I just wanted to do a quick video clip regarding the passing of a great actress. She passed away over the weekend on Saturday. That actress would be Suzanne Pleshette, as you just saw in that photo before this, at the beginning of this clip. Most of you probably know her as Emily on the Bob Newhart show from the late 60s, early 70s. She played Bob Newhart's wife, which was an amazing, amazing character, amazing performance, and a great show, which will probably follow her, which will be part of her legacy forever. I was first introduced to Suzanne Pleshette in the Alfred Hitchcock film The Birds, where she played schoolteacher Annie in it, and I thought her audition in that film was just amazing. And I remember the first time I saw her on screen, I thought, what an amazing beauty this woman was, with the jet black hair and the eyebrows, and she had an amazing figure, and she was a gorgeous woman at the height of her career back then, in the mid 60s, late 60s. Some of you have probably also known her in the Disney film Blackbeard's Ghost. She's also done a lot of TV. Recently, one of her last roles was playing Karen Walker's mother, Lois Whitley, in the NBC series Will and Grace. She only did 3 episodes. I wish she had did more, because she was such she played opposite Megan Mullally very well in those scenes when they were doing their mother and daughter scenes. It's a great loss. You know, it's always a great loss when you have a great actress, great actor who passes away. And really, you know, and a lot of people have been saying that she didn't get a lot of recognition that I think she deserved. Ironically, next Wednesday would have been her birthday, January 31st, and she was scheduled to get her star on Hollywood and Vine on the Walk of Hall of Fame. So I think now that's going to most likely turn into a memorial service and a tribute to the great career Suzanne Pleshette had. She definitely did a lot of TV work, and she did a lot of movie work, a lot of TV work. She was bouncing when she was doing Will and Grace episodes. She was also being featured on another NBC series called Good Morning Miami, where she played kind of a wisecracking older grandmother to the main character, the main male character of that show, and she was great there too. It wasn't a great series to show off her talents, because that series was only good for 1 season, but she was doing, you know, more episodic work. And I think another scene, another performance that she did for TV that goes down in history and is her part in what's considered one of the best finales to a TV series, and that was the second Bob Newhart series called Newhart, and that was, you know, the TV series in the 80s where Bob Newhart had a bed and breakfast in New England, and he had a lot of zany characters and a lot of zany clients coming in and out the bed and breakfast, which I always thought was like a very Americanized version of Fawlty Towers, which I believe it was, because it had that kind of humor to it, and it was the same kind of plot and structure to it. Ironically, also on the Newhart show featured Tom Poston, who would eventually become Suzanne Plechette's husband later in life. It turns out that her and Tom Poston met like over 40 years ago, were madly in love with each other, but they were both married to different other people at the time, and because of their commitments and their other marriages, they never acted on their relationship and their romance for one another. And it wasn't until like 40 years later, when they were both either widowed or divorced from their spouses, that they got back together again, and they got married and lived the last years of their lives together. Tom Poston died the year before, I believe it was in April 2007. I think he also had passed away from cardiac and respiratory issues. So it's kind of fitting when, you know, couples like that, people like that, you know, they know they're in love with each other, but then, you know, they do what they need to do at the time, and then through a strange twist of fate, years later, they just meet up again and know to act on their love and stuff. So I think that's a great story for both Tom Poston and Suzanne Pleshette. So I just wanted to take a couple minutes and say, I appreciate the work that Suzanne Pleshette has contributed to film and television. If you get a chance, if you have never seen The Birds, I highly recommend it. I'm sure that the Newhart Show is all on DVD. I think that I might be getting into and might buy the whole series soon. I loved her work on Will and Grace. It's her 3 appearances are 3 of my favorite episodes from that TV show. So I just wanted to express my condolences to the Pleshette family, and want to recognize this great talent if no one else gets to do it properly. So thank you, Suzette. I hope you're happy where you are, and I'm sure the Angels are definitely happy to have you with them. Thank you.